Would you say you've had social anxiety your whole life?
For me, I really noticed the effects of the social anxiety when I was getting to the end of high school and into my college years. For sure, definitely in my college years, I noticed the impact of that it had gotten to a point where it was affecting my life to where I wasn't doing the things I knew I could be doing. I wasn't, taking chances, that may have been good ideas for me to be taking, and that's really when I noticed it. But going back, yeah, I do remember high school toward the end, a couple of events happening that really kind of helped, I think, catapult me into full-blown social anxiety. And that's the thing is with looking back for me, I maybe had aspects of social anxiety, my whole life. I'm pretty sure I did. But once those couple of, catalyst type events occurred, then yeah, for sure I was in some trouble there. I knew there was something going on.
So you mentioned one or a few events. Could you explain, you don't have to be specific, or you can, but could you explain how, say, one event might go on to affect you in different areas of your life in terms of anxiety?
Sure. For me, there was a significant event that happened when I was like, say, around sophomore or junior in high school, where I became the center of attention in a very large environment, we'll say. And from that moment, it happened. I got through it, and it seemed like life was going to go on as normal. But then I would find myself maybe even just sitting in a classroom then, after this event occurred, and thinking, man, I wonder if the teacher were to call out on me right now and ask me to say something, what would I really do? And then those kind of thought processes would just start, tumbleweeding and building up, and just playing them over and over and over in my brain until definitely to a point where, with no evidence, with no rational thinking, I was fully convinced that almost any situation I came into was now a threat, or something to be extremely feared, we'll say. So yeah, so then at that point I did really begin to avoid a lot of things that I could have been doing. And I don't think it showed up too much in my immediate family and friends. If you'd actually, if you were to ask them, do you remember him being socially anxious, or fitting the definition of social anxiety clinically, I think most of them would just kind of not believe that. They just wouldn't necessarily see that in my actions, but I knew it was there, and I knew that it was controlling. Those thoughts and things like that were a big controlling factor in my life.